discovered a vast and radiant chasm deep within the earth. Along the shores of this incredible cave lies a great underground sea, gathering up the waters of the earth. A strange, sunless light is reflected from the phosphorescent dome. The glowing peaks are weathered and sharp, and the gullies deep. The wind is soft, and the climate pleasant. Vapors rise up into the bright dome, forming luminous clouds. Along the shores of this incredible cave lies a great underground sea, gathering up the waters of the earth. A strange, sunless light. A strange, sunless light. A strange, sunless light is reflected from the dome. The glowing peaks are weathered and sharp, and the gullies deep. The wind is soft, and the climate pleasant. Vapors rise up into the bright dome, forming luminous clouds. A strange, sunless light. A strange, sunless light. Sunless light.
Eventually everything gets ripped away, every picture is severed, the jerks of pain. Anything can burn within the flame in the lake of fires where I stay. Say hello to tomorrow, goodbye to today. It's so much more than I could possibly take. None are really no more, it's all so fake. But I'm so glad that I'm so gifted, my animal is magical and mystical, landed here to shake shit up. And the time to play to now, just ship it. If you wanna learn, you've got to listen, or you yourself could grant your wishes. The devil is bench for no selfishness, life is so beautiful and goddamn wicked. And yo, it's also inspiring and meaningful. But fuck these evil people, if the story ends best, it could be a sequel. I'll rap all these bitches without to potentially enhance the vision. A shoot with an aim that has precision. I fall into ash and I have risen. Love lasts eternally. Open your mind if you care to see everything for what it is. To know nothing is ever as it seems. Ignorance is only a disease. Feel the energy of the seven seas. Look up, the sky's falling down. Now it's time to watch the oceans bleed. I've been bit by shark jaws, deadly rows of shark teeth. It's so dark that I can't see. I'm deep underwater and I cannot breathe. It's all a dream by any given single second. You could wake, for goodness sake, this life's alright. You might wanna hold on tight like hand grenades. I burned down my bridge and fell into a dark abyss, about as hard as it can get. And now my star's about to set. It is what it is, that is that, and that is it. Fuck around and find out. Shit in my hat to summon Mobius. My hair only gets harder, but for now I'm underwater. Welcome to the underwater, so wonderful and it's such an honor. Some doors are meant to be closed, knowledge is lost within the unknown. Where do I stop and where do I go? Because next up is what no one knows. I'm just living for right now, but if I go down then I might just drown. Life is precious, times of the essence. I don't know how long I'll be around, be around, be around. Rooted inward in surface of conscious and conscious is summoning some beings of consonant. Science is silent, psychology's monitor. Dissecting, digest, meticulous psyche, so looking for answers. The every last missing me bad hazard, mystery, positive masteries. Dripping imaginative scalp, your scalp sculptures of resolutions, octopus, scrupulous script, craft the fantasy, stem-city creatures, revolving their off and delirium. Weirded map with their own wandering phobias. Intimate, heart-burning, box, soul insignia. Liquid imprint of a motor persona, become into bubbling passions, the romance who's on ruminating, irrational, rational, distinct, distinguishing all indistinguishable attributes, absolute concept of loving, tending, attentive to cultural temp
temples are castles of art, arrive far from the future. Both mythical takers, a scope of flow, quest balancing humanistic dualism. Matches magnetic atoms, full forces, attraction, attract wooden staff of a technical motif, pushes and whirlpools. The breath of the white, the properless type of media, animate eternal image of all of the Okaikas, internal fortuna with single cell cosm, soul, swollen plasm. Gentle metaphor with some source, strength from sculpts of paint, great range, attentive dynamics. Nurturing potential, pretending mass transformations, of personal growth to dark moons, influence of enlightenment. Obtaining truth, very chest of a life, and a most licy look for grand to reaching trees, mature, dangerous, springs from passing, swam, clam, manure. Aquatic reflections of aspects and conflict. With planks of society's don't keep portraits of thorns. Also states of heightened sensitivity. Meditate, elevating its layer negativity. Lift up your spirits to harmony. Adventures, matrimony. Peaceful people within it without awkward ducks of perceptions and depth in the space. Intensive analytics, amphibious celestians who dawn a new golden horizons. Whose spirits and bodies to ever clear reach and surrenderably stubborn forever continue. For scorpion things secret disappear. All our truths made it that it's rich. Wolf and one sucking chip. Blood, the blood of us squeaking God's tears. Tide in waves, frequencies, slime, reptiles, precisely cheap enemy, infest the skies. It will die, bending one last time for the book of necrosis of don't guarantee breathing spirit and the life any. I believe, verbally increasing, constantly create extensions that triumphing precious and valuable memory, blissfully, blessingly anima.
Never should have wanted to. If I had enough sense, I would have. Look out for the sharks.
The Homer legends where the sons of heaven forged the thunderbolts thrown by Zeus.
I knew there was something familiar. Take a look.
Unidentified flying objects. Weren't all the sightings in the sky, not underwater? This would explain why there were never any reports of landing. It's quite possible that whoever or whatever inhabits this craft is not a land creature at all, but some form of marine life.
That would make our little green men actually little green fish. Undersea.
Undersea flying
And Rodney.
We travel far. I am one of many cosmonauts. Our purpose is manifold. Do not be alarmed. I am here in the dark. It is better that I remain concealed. You do not understand my fear.
Wherefore, we stretch the bar and set the tone. Embark to atone, remain making art. You just dream you won't, finishing what we start, but we first must let go. We switch the code, yes, and express our hearts. As we break all the molds, like it right before we go. Then out here just plain goes. We trust what we know, cause we know who we are. It's a must just to let go and get on out there, and out away afar. We stretch the bar and set the tone. Embark to atone, remain making art. We just dream you won't, finishing what we start, but we first must let go. We switch the code, yes, and express our hearts. As we break all the molds, like it right before we go. Then out here just plain lows. We trust what we know, cause we know who we are. It's a must just to let go and get on out there, up and out away afar.
We travel far, searching out and exploring new worlds, of which there are countless millions in this universe. Intergalactic travel far. All this knowledge is transmitted to all the advanced civilizations in the free cosmos. Ocean, fish.
A downward winding, digging Plato, ocean surface. Water is infinite findings, white face below flows emerging. Atlas, the Atlantis, manually the Seymour. Grabbing maps and monologue lists, bottling green tour. Floating aquarium, sufficient side the summit of these space known as the depth of the abyss. Bottom dwelling beneath the sea floor forms amphibious eclipses. Course of craft tapping, transporting. Infant nautical aquatic energized by entryway area with a flashing current. Voyaging stars to bring objects, shooting on earthly mental mazes. Humans who receive in stranger that infinite realm of history. Masters of destiny, most likely missed upon this universal spaceship. Age of Aquarius, earthly aquarium, and spirit kindled in spurts of galactic spatial origin. Below zero, we strike a pit from nimbus, igniting the soul flame. As hydrogen lights up the light force, ocean is the headspace. Olaf, elfin, organ, machine, mobile, global, demo, goblin, cosmic, Olaf, radiant, solar systemic, neural metasynthesis, amino acid, bacteria, polarization, motion, picture, polaroid, polymerization, asteroid, physics, physicality, virtual reality, futuristic, neospheric organism, hypersurrealism, saturated by nuclear, biochemic, alchemic, wicked science, physicists, physicians of every first molecule, double killing, complex compounds, spreading forth of new beginnings, genesis of all existences, assistance given by coincidence, the stellar lineage, ancestral remarks. Combine externalized connection of atomic nuclei brought to pulsation worldwide in every dimension. Modular measures fabricated by numerical random algorithmic drum roll. Place by place, biosis grows and relocates, experiencing panspermia. Multiple, applicable, bringing of eternia. To see one way, all things can happen within inward just to know. So I always waiting for the from floating evaporated debris, trespassing planet barriers to miraculous elements, natural enchantment just by matter minds who make it intertwined. Gases to liquid, carbonating vision, solid in this lifeline. Designation of primal ancient design, awakened naked in a blanket.
Some worlds are old. Their peoples must migrate to younger planets, where living conditions are similar. Some worlds are lifeless, but have an abundance of life-giving material to be shared by all. Your vast oceans, for instance, have been mined for centuries by a society from a far distant world. The materials they remove will never be of any use to any living creature of your world. The cycle of your data, your atmosphere, impose certain limitations upon my operation. It is necessary that I leave your world at the break of day. I must ask you, General, not to attempt the interference which you contemplate. I shall cause no harm, unless provoked.
You must mean Steinholtz. Wait a minute. I want to know your plan.
Better for all that you do not know.
Stop. One more move and I'll fire.
Ocean-based.
Why it's not necessary for you to
Ocean-based.
Your thought response will suffice.
Kept underneath things, the grimiest little slimy expired severed the whale gangrene kiwi. Holding no coconut in the form of one northwood eating apples on global bill to the local dignity, and I guess I must be transcending. Inventing adventurous intent, inventive of my brother's sentence, six apart of close political sickler, sick as umbrella, wet breaking air tickets and lightning, hardly keeping existence, nothing is invincible until fully invisible, like unbelievable. Essential, unlocking human potential on your potential parts to gain to what you seek and to honor, to know how to read. Without free speech, conceit on your old English man still plain type dice with closed legs and wooden teeth when they put in the shit.
And we exchange wave thoughts.
Why is it that I can hear you and the others
You
can't?
do not hear me. Our individual brain frequencies are now attuned.
Looking for the swine is inevitably running out of an individual. Mothering days, altering what you do, teenagers, human men, singers, and then so on, like a silent swing and anything. Tell JK, element of EQOS, George in the Doku, Okofa, gun granting the use for the truth in the Bible, for hunting the tunnel of the honesty, slide, alive, inside, alive, of the light, using guidance and outside the closed lenses. Over right now, for right on, rules not least to right and turn. Can I make up some matter out of high tech particle time information without only get on something loose? For big with the water now, now we're bumbling. Don't stop, come on, Joe, so the high got that something. Come on, I got to get on high, do more, get rid of it, take it to the old thing, listen to me, so come on, try to do. Do my acting, go to get the other law, I don't want to tell you now. Well, I'm going to jump in the shit, I don't want to when you grab. Who's Draka's name?
The principle is ancient.
Nice clothes, man, but weak floors.
Extrasensory perception.
What's the plan?
Whatever your first may be.
The planet is called for strictly autobiographical of every organic diaphragm. Gigantic chemical properties, almost at the end of a clever and they read. Oh, big dog, woman, the bull, hit the little bit of hair, big dog, open the contact, and all the rules, and people living tonight. Never not mean any kind of talent, and I'm on the ground, it's all kind of like I'm a big but I'm not in English. Stepping in a suffocating stomach with a vegetable brain food disease is such a damn planet evil. It is none left, nothing wrong but stagnation. Scared the climb, I'm a double D, but you baby, I'm a big. Won't get you the key to crown. Countdown, start door. Door being hit with a jaw of wood. For the punch of a jack, in the camp with a march with an insect. Deep like they all the threats on a bond that's from black and black. Over the thought, we use it, can get the ready for the best of the book. For a mess, leave the press. Full time, which we press, that's extending like a message, trunk rolls over treasure, walk inside my phone, post up inside my carpet again, man, they're not a planet, they're returning alien, an enemy, I'm in the region, goddamn it, let me play a walk if you feel me!
Algae researchers still on the line,
My mission is to study various solar systems and planets. Select the most suitable for colonization.
Solar powered source of oxygen and CD. Sea floors is daily world much larger than I have yet to discuss of poker expert explorers for finding different things in the distant state. Photonic disco covering disco eradication of un-ID. It's in the most miniature immaturity of mixing details. Full of islands underwater, lateral ionic bonding, often already stretching in its patterns, all to cover every matter, meaning trace of radiation, boiling bolts, radiating, elaboratable aspirations, communicating in the most precious of ways, limitless and free in its sway, without no perverting or diverting its prime function is to be in. He just is. He rises lives to give life for his solidity. Everything is for the finding. For bounding the fathering, the feathering on to materials. We fasten on with uptake to the most curious names of psychic nature, friendly host of printies, and a balance of assembling, living in harmony aquatically into the wide variety of life. And it's all random. All in its random and entire oddity, spoken on so the language can yet evolve back to a completely pure and disregulative wholesome meditation state. One has standing into every time, especially time and place and space. It's all encompassing. Blooming algae, always growing somewhere, mostly anywhere. You read about these things in living color. Try your best to make the most out of your sense. Don't be distressed, it's all a test. It's best to break all boundaries. Beauty binding, bonding surface, blooming algae. Blooming algae. Always growing on to somewhere. But mostly anywhere, you read about these things in living color. Try your best to make the most out of your sense. Don't be distressed, it's all a test. It's best to break all boundaries. Beauty binding, bonding surface, blooming algae. This inner beauty can't be bottled. Fading blindly, taking everything so kindly. We don't harm, we just exist, serving onto every treasured rubies and the ruins growing onto walls and rocks and all types of mediums of matter. Even mental trains of thought make all occurrence as attaching out, cementing mentally. It's in your basement, growing to the ceiling. Filling paper out of everything is algae. As it was at the beginning for the binding of your lacking, looming out of toxic particles of waste, leaving the place and blooming algae in all place. Stretching and extending a spectacle to make you wonder what it's ever doing with its gaping shape. Cause algae is your greatest test of all the eventual becoming. Algae is the planet's gene. In memories of Mr. Clean, abandoned rooms bring these. Inhabitants of study, creatures without any name other than algae, makes you question what it's even doing here. The point of being was never so oddly misplaced in its miracle, grafting to all shapes and darkness shades, light, speed, and reach. All things considered, it didn't have fundamental have experienced themselves by experiencing art of outstretching all boundaries. Even breathable, we will be there to be something else yet to see, exposing itself naturally as it combines to every vine, a family tree of algae stretching, recombining to its posting onto any type of thingy, covering the mud and mucky structures which we consult with our highest inner meaning, seeking places to extend, latch on surface, extend some more, expand again and on again, extend some more, expand again. Cause all you know, algae should be your bestest friend. It's always right around the corner, carving you into your setting. Always looking, always watching, gathering the info it needs for preservation and cookies. Reconnaissance with all existing, non-alert to what's been here, inhabiting facilities, facilitating gaining even more fine shape and breed of species, spreading spores to pass through gates of silently giving, informing in the crevice if you listen to its origin of study. All you have to do is latch to me and keep it moving in or out. See, algae is the mind behind all virtual living things, always expanding and proceeding in its bringing. Everywhere at any time to be in place somewhere. It's always latching somewhere, growing, stretching, latch all surfaces, expansive threads of peace, implanting passive, impacting the difference with this passion, and not wanting, just existing, being at sea, and in no hurry, always growing onto things, blooming in algae, killing nothing, living freely, as it seems. The perfect fetus of the greenest patch of sea we self-produce. Reproducing duplicates of our points of view to be and see from every angle we're arriving. Our purpose is so circumstantially one self-explanatory purposes, bringing purpose to just being there, adding texture to those surfaces is basically just me, I mean some algae, where algebra is alchemy.
Researchers can hardly wait to find out more about the various ancient algae species they've discovered in the cave. They're collecting samples. Back at their home laboratory, and they'll place them under the microscope for a closer look.
We'll analyze the samples, and then definitely take another look at their genes. It's very key. It's not just one species, or two, or three. There are probably many different organisms living together here, cosmos, so to speak. So that's what we're doing here. We're measuring photosynthesis with this device. Great advantage of this algae. If you give it sugar, we're also seeing to what extent it starts to produce acid, and it uses this acid building block for a really bright medicine. The algae is collected from liquid process.
It's all a matter of terminology. Terminator, determine, too many. Unminimally, li, terraforming, pterodonal technology. Molding, hands-on, melt, material, exteriorly. Nappy, ravioli, happy, Annie, yummy. Habalaki, sour, sweetie candy, O-ring, Uncle Sammy, Semma, Saturn, sailing. Turning yawning to a tune to send me packing upon landing in reverse display. Children use imagining as wizardry to make believe, yet surely nothing's really all imaginary. Santa's laws are the tooth fairy. Very rarely do we see the things we see to mark in words which are the most redeeming. psychological visuals to entrance phantasms, mythical vacation, special place of peaceful, scary complex, versatile, sightseeing, till we will fully interpret the invisible ether ever occurring, preconceived curious visions of the many possibilities, cranial probing voice in matter max venting, past the moons and evenings, third person capacity, teasing its reasons through the trees, subliminal string pulling threshold of a vessel nestled, search past temporary, turn self-service permanently firming broken purgatory, for assessing constellation strengthening sensual notion fueling worship, the change is only as long as it bridges, linger, hey, listen, please. Now the existential pressure is exceptional, makes them from soulstone, throw on tombstone, for the life we just to savor. While confirming conquering of controversial non-returning mentoring machines past the perks of primitive, going to work at goofing off code, good at being unquieted. We're marinating tons of flavoring to junk and just for fun a bunch of food coloring to make your marbles jump the socket. Inner workings, worshipping, pouring sprees alternatively, resulting in a figuring out of the figures of configured to resume once more, later configure speech in the future, filling in the missing tipping of tongue thought blocks in the consoles of blank boxes on this awesome Mad Lib intermittent tented puzzle, analog troll, pushing handles, gripping smitten text mechanic gonzo scribbles as a paddle to catch grip inside a word flow that's a metallic ink whirlpool to fall in, connecting metaphysical in terms of instrumental magnets from outside the fickle stiff physical skin hole. In terms of making nymphs more attentive to looking more into approaches more not so illogical as one would told a portal, working out more than a mouthful.
I see a town sitting on the edge of a lake. At least I think it's a lake.
Yonder lake is the Pacific Ocean.
Huddled upper, tassel tail, snug cadet, you got pilot A to Z fun, alpha, beta, fish upon the pot, we swim, prompting our data in substratum.
One may theoretically arrive at a neutral point. However, I understand, sir. It's a matter of
terminology.
In effect, we enter free fall when the rocket motors stop. But don't unbuckle till I tell you. Ace, you take the first step. Show our observer how it's done.
Terminator,
Good. Think you can follow that, Lieutenant?
holy cow! That's quite a sight. Standing head down.
Come join the fun. Watch out for the breaks and sprains come very easy when you're waiting, you know.
Visual invasion. It's all a matter of terminology.
This is kind of hard to breathe.
Terminology.
We'll see what
It's
you're
an analogy for LG.
All right, back into the suspenders. Our correction shot.
Jungle Island, jungle bumping, below. As a whole, they're not definitely giving up receiving the accessing opportunity. It's actual pressing, little team eternity of justice seems that just about becoming the light or being. Work with me, let's succeed. Experiencing history, the living thing. Find a butthole in the jungle if you don't go up your butthole. In the night of the mark of Barco. If you just find the weakness in your heart, your inner lion will rise. Islands of your goals, I got a force of bitters and monotonity as the selection of conundrum strategies applying the something into the something of the world. Then to the mind in your world where everything you need is free. Rapidly pushing the babble, in defeat, survival, the non-beat, then rule yourself. That's what to eat and share what this can be. Everybody's thinking of building your lion fire in the shadows of heart, fortresses on a quest to set light free. As it was to see everything within the wild, actually, when getting on something prophetically, seems to be the name of the oldest evil, the entrance of my the water in the wind becoming a big detective, don't point the places in the castle. Wild child, spirit, in a smile. Meanwhile, the gold and aspiration touch with the pleasure without regretting as to pass through memories. Rapid as it is, negative and positive. Beyond the label, it just is. To the city, fellow, distance, spread the wisdom to the kids of jungles with a bit of weather than the presence of the destiny intellectual in a wind. Flash me on a blink, hovering on the survival, biggest secret on the don't let the game of mine. Swing in place to place like Jim. Cascadium. Cascadium into the depth of infinite. Your inner light is a reminder to reach higher. Water gravity now the light throughout your eyes. Your world is strength. The water is yours, my mind will live in. When you read the balance of unpredictable equations. The tide may be shit. Forces swimming inside the brightness. The vivid light through all the fires that must feel to connect to the unknown until it is. Eternal oceans open in the fluid around here. We sound with filters into the most harsh treacherous of currents. We must never lose our grip and let the past it is. So this ocean slip our grip on who we are and what it is. We are our answers. And really isn't really any closer, but the answers with the risk. Cascadium. Enter the depths of infinite. Your inner light is a reminder to reach higher. Water grasping past the light throughout your eyes. Your world is grand. The water is yours to find clearness. Within we proceed to balance unpredictable equations through the tides of energy. Push to swim and see inside the brightnesses. The dimmer light through all the fire that must kindle to connect to the unknown until it is. Eternal oceans open in the fluid around here. We sound with the persist through the most harsh and treacherous of currents. We must never lose our grip. The fastness of the vastness of this ocean. Slip up with one on all avoided. What is our wrong album after illing any closer, but the answers were the risk. Cascadium. Eyes open wide, I see the sky become again in clouds of yesterday's attempts to set the past straight. We are all the evidence we'll ever need of precious life that the love we hard work and time through endless nights. The answer lies solely within the answer's mind. What they're here for on their own specific journeys, going for something to know that it was all somehow done right. Despite the rust and bumpiness along the ride, my greatest dream was to bring everyone together, looking off into the distance as it was soaking in their drip of mine. Alongside each I press to keep my dreams alive. For heaven's sake, we both incline, focus within the ocean tide. Loving still after all that trying to sink my ship within your heart, the soul will swim. The treasure lies within her deep courage, the mind. So it was right to be the answer every time. It's an adventure life. Cascadium. Body, soul, mind. Inner and outer, space-time fabric. Water lineage of percentage connected. Cascadium. Emotion, a quickness, emotion is out the spacious is the toolkit, aloft and a grading emotion is seen. It was fragmenting, grabbing a book, grab a hover on solids, and motorized masterpieces is the genius's thesis, is stubborn, supposed to sensation, statistics, trace and transpiration, no political, coded, neglected, confessions, as useful. Never gonna take a read, and wanna know already, cause I know you are to see. From an organic microphone, surfaces leveling, sharing, the baby gating, floating leaves. Freezingly, conically, close, silhouetted, as as the shallow land, rivers of ripples, so surges, perpetuous, and bridges of prison left up on the unwalked across range, renewable, repeat, psychokinesis. Magnetical taste, wicked, the mesh, meshes, the messes, and messages, for reservoir, cleansing, through to beneath the good deeds, out of sea, trains of underfoot water, the wandering seamen, a scenic, galactical, rapid, sympathetic, habit, past castaway. Even by seasons the same way, I came conquer, so tonable, canopies, men, impel, piloted, platter, pedipalladine, depository, battle, the thoughts, but jabba, that I find. The big differences in the device, sympathizing, cop sign, trucking, circuitry, sighting, obstacles, concise, step inside, supernatural, sign, samurai, Jedi, go down from the dampest space, big cutter, ring, gutter, soundings, tone, daggers, the spare, but the humanistical, tremendous, bang out on cliché, so spatial, flux, like a century, through my head out of my blue, but I turn about it back up on it, lengths, went, the shred, that is, fancies, the spreadsheets, the size of decomposed, so they press to reduce and brand new crap. Accrued in and moving of this kung fu fist, loads of weapon and complex, brother, consistent, persistent, dependable, temperature, journey, the phoenix, commendable, particle, cool, thick, unclouded, cortex, heavy duty musician. They humble the tip, but they cannot get under, but keeping safe, what isn't underdone. No book, to the mind, that's supposed need a troop in the truth, then put like a funk, go, but copying, fucking, talking, taking, I got the chance. And inflation with not lava tech, with suicide, at least supposed to plus the put so deep, percepting, septic, tank, receptacles, plugged up, post feast. Let's open the tokens, the sick, they go to Google, keep with the future, the light, the bulk of the pope, the pop, the boot, tentacle, motion, hope, go free, handicapping, could be, can get the pole, everything. Tongue a line, lace a letter, take a text, another tusk, tug a ladder, burn a lap, parallel, tied a labyrinth of Texas. And just like a tail bonding with the matrix, proposing, coaching, urgently, arriving in a river, side of man, decided to be totally, catting, trouble, kind of analyzing, the revealing, side of fluid, kind of sound, ones of animals, tunnel vision, opposite, slow, peak, dope, taking domus in the feet, go to noble. Notion, that's a part of that's a drop, boys, all I got, support, for the part of positive, for the papa, isotopes. But no belonging, more putting out a spec like a water, antibiotics, and bowels, subbiotic, embryonic, catastrophic, put it up with that metabolic, better product to the table so they come periodic paper added, saturated, invigorating, integrating, greatness, and emanating, eliminating, culminating, cultivating, incorporating new solutions, stipulating, dripping, healing, selling, moving to a cure in this communion. Human waste precipitating on for the retrieving and tripping, ritual, true traditions, introducing, installation, milliners, and units with the cover to the nurture, incubated, incubated, generation, best people, weeding out our traces, I'm on nourishing from subterrestrial dunks, cap and snowflakes, to Mr. Mysterium, on diamond doors, head dunks, submissive, self-control. Go with the plumb and up on head now, high from the well, let go. Don't have but the catapult, Biden takes politics, just lizard enterprise. The exos become a list for the aim is up and out. Heaven bound, I've been about and tossed out all the false paths. Quiver to dig a chipping out, never so full emotions of earth. Two fake clothes off, one roll call, exordium. Yes, so Lord, Delium. Back to brought back your love. Representary poetry through space, increasing your net weight instead of your forehead in stage. Has no hesitation to mean what you made of. Get to show, went to the mold. This goes no to the root, it's on how to bleed. It's a whole all the way at a fast time. So while transactions can transact fastly, breathing back and overcast blasting will pack with make you feel contained. It's as a thought of to take, burning smooth and up to date. Proposing golden notions, cooking on pre-brooding. Instigating similarly in a scene of supreme deep seeding holes of watch a roll and drove and skulls of side dog. Soap and clear pursuit, suit the soul, well swimming as emotional. I do not hold the ball to get to push the ball, but no longer than I would see to do. To be the one who bothered to open the screens you wanted through. Just keep
The morning of what was to prove the strangest, most fearful voyage ever made by a submarine, atomic or otherwise.
The outside temperature.
Simultaneously with the shark's departure and with his crew still in the dark concerning their secret fateful mission, the personal station in the law.
That explains the size of that starbuck.
And just what do you do around here?
Underwater demolition.
Sound, headed for open sea.
You're a frog. What are frogmen doing aboard the Sky?
Is there any way out of this?
Seems all around.
What about down? I don't know. Take it down.
Maximum angle, maximum depth.
Right.
Take her down. Maximum
shocking blows lift on tectonic airs rose. Logic plates planes, no spin out, shifting krypton lock chest still distilled Pangea's effects. Similar, all bodies must drip beyond the wall to get something to this that's next. Caverns of clover underline kerosene on magazine, altering the Celsius volume chamber pockets of intensifying areas inside diverse caverns. Civilization downscale as above vessel below existingly layered press off like sunken cities, crust collapse, ravage of geographs, eventfulness, mountain is excreting like open glass. Compacted flashes, overlaps, flaps, Poseidon, separate pitchfork, staff conversion, somber, transmutating weatherman. Cascades, waterfalls, force fields, energetic pools of information, drawing in deepening substance, deep and contract, strapped with sanded mannerisms, velvet, melting sheets of ice. Archipelago open, hot droplets, capillary pillaring, blood vessels, network acting as a bed of islands, for held hands as a connection of engulfing, squatting inner tidal, surface, marine, volcanic, oceanic, fatty acids, gaping gap, plasticity, to taste, to plankton, bamboo, fertilized heat waves of dynamics, cardiovascularic bridges of Gaia's outline limbs, ahead plateau currents of state platformings of anti-stasis, inference, interpretations, inference bases, reflections, sector shading, definition, aqua gargle, ocean forward, for forensic pressure, crystal statue with corporate full depth of its expression, gargle strength, gargle granules, upward oil shivers, mouth with work among architecture within spiritual transformation, rolling into art itself, feelings must be felt within dream and space, even the queen of Shiva, weaving stretch with hairstring strands, sights of reflection, interstellar shifts, temporarily missed and sincere scars, temperature shifts.